Hello and welcome back to GTR2, and we're all set for the final race of the 1994 Asia Pacific Touring Car Championship. We've got race 2 from Canberra coming up. Jochen Winkelhock was the winner of race 1, putting himself right into championship contention, and it's come down to the final race between Tim Harvey and Winkelhock. Justin Bell's still mathematically a chance, but it would have to take a pair of retirements basically from Winkelhock and Harvey for him to have a chance of winning the title. This is how the points look leading into the final race. Harvey holding a slender 5-point lead over Winkelhock, then back to Justin Bell as we said. Soper 5th, we're equal 6th on 23 points. This is how they line up for race 2. The finishing order is the race results of race number 1. So Jochen Winkelhock is off the pole and he's joined on the front row by Jeff Brabham in the Diet Coke BMW. Row 2, the second of the Diet Coke BMWs from Australia, Paul Morris, and we're on the outside in position number 4, Russ Oakman in our Nissan Sunny. From 5, Tim Harvey, the championship leader. He's got a little bit of work to do. Steve Soper out of position number 6 in the BMW, who had a bit of a problem at the end of race 1. From 7, Julian Bailey in the Toyota Corona. From 8, New Zealand local Dennis Chapman in his BMW. Position 9, Toshio Suzuki in the Nissan Sunny, and out of 10 another of the locals, Craig Baird in the BMW. From 11, Ian Spurl in the Peugeot, and from 12, Malcolm Ray in the Toyota Corona. 13, Justin Bell didn't finish race 1, it's put him effectively out of the campaign. He's got a huge uphill battle from there. Colin Bond from position number 14 in the Hyundai, and off the tail of the field, Englishman James Kay in the Toyota Corona. Let's get straight into it, the final race of the series. Harvey versus Winkelhock for the title. Last race of the series, revs are up. Away. Harvey gets ahead of us as we try and go to the outside. Everything was locked up. Soper is trying to get around us. I don't want to get into him. Up to the chicane, we'll have to let him go. Not the start I wanted. Julian Bailey in behind us in the Toyota. Well, not a great start. So at the moment, Winkelhock is the champion, because it looks like he's in the lead. Cold tyres onto the back straight. So we chase the 5 BMWs. Back to first gear. Julian Bailey behind us in the first of the Castrol Toyotas. Oh, and Harvey's gone around. Oh, he's gone. Bailey's gotten into the back of us. Harvey's gone around. Has that ended his championship hopes already? Bailey in the Castrol Toyota. He's got damage to his bumper, no doubt we would too. Round we come for the end of the first lap. Bailey 5th, we're 6th. Harvey 7th. A lot of work to do from there. So we try and work our way through. Out in the grass. Trying to find my groove. Bailey, of course, former Formula 1 driver for Tyrrell. He 91. Did World Sports Cars for Nissan. Found a home with Toyota in the British Touring Car Championship in the early 90s. Also a regular visitor for Toyota to other parts of the world. Obviously he did Wellington in 94 and he did the New Zealand Touring Car Championship in 95-96 in their Schedule S category in a Toyota Corona, or Corona as they were called in this part of the world. We're in New Zealand because we didn't get them in Australia. He also raced in South Africa for Toyota. The New Zealand Schedule S category, sort of like Group N or Super Production, came to be known. A few little differences, but not a lot. New Zealand feeling they couldn't sustain full-blown 2-litre racing. In terms of Super Touring. Bit of a run here. To the right of car 3. Wasn't confident enough there. That incident for Harvey has blown it wide open. Winkelhock's making a late run at the title because he failed to finish, I think it was the second race at Mount Fuji. Through this awkward last corner at Canberra on the front straight. Right up behind Bailey, so I think we've got car speed on him over a lap. Just about putting a fair move on him. Oh. Thought about it. Not that far off the group ahead. Back to second gear. Just nudge the wall. This is the kind of track where if you come back and your wing mirrors are still in the car, you haven't been trying hard enough. Round onto the back straight. Behind the Corona. Right. Not quite. Second gear, back to first. Try and get a run on him. This sort of bowl. Run onto the front straight. holding us up through here. Even Harvey's all over us. Sideways, but that was alright. We've still kept enough momentum. Close enough. Off! Overtaking's not on point today. That was a horrible go. We're on lap 5, about to start lap 6. So 12 to go. Good. This race is not going as well as I thought. I was hoping to maybe have a chance of a win actually. Oh, and Harvey's knocked us round. Take a chance here. I think that bump into the wall maybe knocked the steering a little bit. Car doesn't feel as good as it did, but that has really ruined our chances of a strong finish. Completely out of the points now. Oh, and that's... Yellow flags are out up here. We've nose punched wall. Just worried we might have had a puncture, but I think we're okay. So with Bond still running, we've had 6 laps and no retirement yet. As much as I tried to help it out, I thought we'd saved that spin, but Harvey came through and collected us. Second gear on the back straight. Justin Bell ahead of us. He's not really making a lot of forward progress. Caution to the wind a bit now, I think. See if we can get back into the points. Car must be okay because that's our quickest lap of the race. Malcolm Ray's in front of him. Malcolm Ray, a small... Oh, and something's happened here. It's one of the Carinas. I was going to say Malcolm Ray, one of the small class battlers in Australian touring car racing in the early 90s. A Toyota Sprinter for a bit, then upgraded to Bell hits the wall, and that's an easy position in the end because he ruined his run off the first gear. So Malcolm Ray, who we were behind in race 1, as you might remember. To first gear. Curb. Run than Ray out of that corner, and we'll run along the back straight. Should be able to outbrake him into when I say we should, doesn't mean we will. Brakes just don't seem as nice in this race. I loaded the same setup, so I'm not sure what the issue could be. Come around. Completely wrong. Into lap 10, so 7 to go. 8 to go rather, 9 down. Into our door. We were never going to pass him that way, but Still no retirements. More punch than the Toyota, so I'll let it go here. And we stay ahead. I'll give Justin Bell a run at him. This is a good track, but a bit of a headache as well. It's just so tight. Oh! And it's about done us, I think. It really hurts. Well, sorry about that. What a great end to the series. You might be thinking, not a great end to the 94 season, but way too hard now. As I was saying, you might be thinking a bad end to the 94 season, but stay tuned. There might be more in store. Of course, we'll push on into 1995. We're definitely going to do a full slate, the Australian Super Touring Championship, the German STW Cup, we'll do some, if not all, of the BPR series. Not sure we'll do it in the Porsche 968 again, but we'll do it in something. So that's all coming up. So lap 12, so 6 to go. I mean, to be fair, these are long races, over half an hour. Around a street circuit like this, where you've just got to be you've got to try to be inch perfect. Obviously we haven't been, the amount of times we've bounced off the wall in this race. Really still on the brakes there. Oh, and Bell's gone around. blocked us off. Able to get back through, so that's a shocking result for Bell. Coming off his double win at Macau, he's going to come away with no points. Wall. Looks like there's a Corona up ahead. The Castrol car, probably James K. Well, he must have a problem if Malcolm Ray's catching him. First gear. Spot the drums, there's still some cars ahead of us. Trying to wrap around. K's got a problem, going very slow. We nudged the wall as we're seemingly prone to do. It's a shame for James K. Retirement in race 1 and an obvious problem in race 2 here. So we're now back up with Malcolm Ray. Work through this part of the track. Playing back. Out. Third time lucky. Quite my passing point down there. Must be able to get on the podium, sorry, into the points. Up the inside. No. I mean, a part of it, you don't want to barge into them. You want to try and race properly. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me just crash into everyone, and might be entertaining for 5 minutes, but not as we're playing through a championship. Ray's very slow through a number of these corners. Go inside here. Back ahead. Finally had to rub the wall on the exit of the corner. So back having a go. We're up to position 11. Slowly starting to figure the best lines for a lot of these corners out. The more laps you do, actually ran onto the front straight. And Spurl ahead of us. And the all-trans Peugeot, which was running the Australian Manufacturers Championship by Phil Alexander. Second last lap. Catching one thing, passing will be another. Obviously the BMW fest at the front of the field. And is it going to be Harvey or Winkelhock to lift the title? Last we saw it was Winkelhock who had the title lead after Harvey had a lose on the first lap at the chicane. Down the front straight, so to start the last lap of the race, and get inside of Ian Spurl. We can. Chicane. Oh. Trying too hard. Over the curb. Back to second gear, onto the back straight. BMW ahead, might be the Chapman BMW chasing our teammate. Toshio Suzuki checkered flags out. So we've got a champion, but who is it? Baird ahead of us actually in the BMW New Zealand entry. So around the final corner, onto the straight. And that's it for the 94 Asia Pacific Touring Car Championship. We wind up 10th place. Not very good for us, but character building. And we'll build on that for races going ahead, but let's cross to the results. We'll see who won the race and who is the 94 Asia Pacific Touring Car Champion. A poor ending to the season for us with a very scrappy final race, but at the head of the field you'll see Jeff Brabham got up for the win in race number 2 in the Diet Coke BMW, leading home the Schnitzer BMW of Joachim Winkelhock. And as you can see, Tim Harvey could only manage a 6th place, which means Joachim Winkelhock is the 1994 Asia Pacific Touring Car Champion. Paul Morris finished 3rd in the second of the Logamo Diet Coke BMWs, Steve Soper 4th in the second of the Schnitzer BMWs, while Julian Bailey broke the BMW benefit a bit, 5th place in the Toyota Corona. Dennis Chapman was 7th, the local, in his BMW, the privately entered car. Toshio Suzuki 8th in the Nissan. Craig Baird 9th in the BMW New Zealand entry, while we managed to scrape into the top 10 in our Nissan Sunny. 11th was Ian Spurl, 12 Malcolm Ray, who we had a real dice with. Justin Bell way back in 13th after some problems again in race number 2. Colin Bond 14th in the Hyundai, while James Kay also had his issues and ended up 15th in the Corona. 15 finishes from that final race, no retirements, which is quite amazing given the concrete canyon we were in. And that leaves the points looking like this for the end of the season. Joachim Winkelhock on 80 points, 4 points clear of Tim Harvey, and therefore he is the champion for this season. Justin Bell 3rd, Steve Soper got up to 4th in the end. He had quite a scrappy season, unfortunately. No wins. Jeff Brabham, with his win, managed to get into the top 5 even though he only did 2 of the 6 races. Anthony Reid, absent from this final round, he ended up on 30 points in 6th place. Paul Morris and Russ Dugman were equal 7th. Of course we did the 6 races, Morris only did 2, so it shows how important good results are. Masahiko Kageyama 9th and Akira Aida 10th. Of course they only did the opening round in Mount Fuji. Kurosawa, Kwon and Julian Bailey equal 11th on 12 points. Then back to Michael Crom, Naguri Suzuki, Dennis Chapman, Tom Christensen, Toshio Suzuki, Masahiro Hasemi, while Prince Leopold von Bayen and Colin Bond tied for 20th on 3 points. Then back to Craig Baird, Nyanaram and Carlos Rodriguez rounded out the point scorers from the 6-race series. So 6 wins to BMW, 2 to Tim Harvey, 2 to Justin Bell, 1 to Joachim Winkelhock and 1 to Jeff Brabham. So the other manufacturers didn't really offer too much of a battle for the works BMWs, but that's what you get when BMW gave the biggest support to the series in 1994. Nissan and obviously Toyota backed it a bit as well, but BMW by far had the dominant car. That's where we'll leave the 94 Asia Pacific Series and almost the end of 1994 in terms of our little timeline we're doing. There is one more special event coming up very soon. Stay tuned for that. It'll be a very traditional end of the season for what we saw in New Zealand at the time. Look forward to your company for that. Bye for now.